Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get Folked. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Get Folked, an early morning podcast anchored in your love of folk music, with enough slack in the line to take you into our worlds of Limerick, Berlin, and beyond. My name is Andrew.
And my name is Edward, Sleepy Ed, as I'm going to be called this week. You do know, Andy, if you speak faster, it's not going to make the time go faster. It's just going to be you speaking faster, which makes sense if you have more stuff to fit in. But if you're just in a hurry, you know, you're here for the hour anyway, so you might as well just speak slowly. Enjoy your coffee. Is it coffee you have or is it tea?
It is coffee. Coffee with a
Yes,
splash
just
of milk.
fucking chill out. Sip your fucking coffee. You're here now. Andy whipped me out of the scratcher this morning. Just like ruined my breakfast. I was like, we have to do it now. It's the only time to do it. Fuck. So
Yes.
So
it's a high intense
tension.
week.
There's tension now. That's what you're hearing, everybody. It's just fraught with tension.
And yeah, I need to bring it down a level or two. Yes, I do understand the speed at which I recognize. I understand time now.
Sometimes you don't have it now. You've sat back now. You've reclined in your chair, which is good. Good luck. But you know when you're you might be rushing to like a social event, like a wedding or something like that, and the wedding is far away as fuck, like it's really up the country, like or something, and you haven't gauged the time correctly, like because you're not used to traveling that distance, so you mess it up, and then you're rushing to get there. You're rushing. You're stressed out, and then eventually you go from this really stressed out situation in the car where it's just too. Maybe you've started having we should have done this. I told you that kind of a conversation before. So the tension is building even more. Yeah. And then boom, you hit this wall of complete social relaxation and normalcy, but you're still pumped up. You've still got the chemicals that make you angry and aggressive flowing through your.
But they're flowing through like
your veins,
the taut smile, because you need
as
to
you wipe sweat from your brow. You know, like it's you give off this freakish vibe at this event, and it's just
trying to give off the casual like, oh god, yeah, we got the timing wrong, you know.
Yeah, you have to laugh it off then. Exactly, you have to laugh off the last hour of near relationship ending tension.
and yes, and trying not to kind of like it kind of just like not stumble upon something that might be seen as like trying to get a stab in while in front of other people, because it's very easily done. That's my fucking speciality. Is like, no, don't talk about what bothers you. Be sarcastic about it.
So that's the vibe sometimes when that happens. So, but we've avoided that. We've avoided that vibe. No,
we have, but thus far.
But I've still got sleepy bags under my eyes, and that's just fat.
Ed. That's just fat. I don't know what you're
fat bags. That's where all the fat goes. Every kebab you eat goes under your eyes. A minute on the lips, a lifetime on the eyelids.
It's all fine for you, but I live with temptation. Constant. I am constant, just surrounded. If anything, it's multiplying. The temptations are just.
It's like going. It's like taking a vow of celibacy and like living in a harem
in Amsterdam's red light district.
So I look sleepy. I look like I am, which is I've just rolled out of bed. I've just had a cup of coffee and now I'm here.
Nice.
I stayed up watching Dune Part 2 last night. It's on
Dune. I love the way you say Dune.
Don't know how to say it.
It's hard to because it sounds nicer with June, but Dune would be more the
Dune. So it was very good.
Unless you watched June and not Dune.
No, it was the one with the sand.
So, again, could be a summertime
flick. The one with the guy with black hair.
Yes, the one that has the fat melting body guy living in oil.
Yeah. Oh, what a terrible life. Have you seen the second one? The second one?
I think I saw it in the cinema. It's been out quite a while, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah,
It has. So I was delighted to see it. I just saw it on Amazon Prime last night, and I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta watch it!" So I sat down and watched it before they took it off, or decided they're going to charge people for it. So I watched it. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, you're right that the fat guy who has to be supported by this spine thing that floats him around the place, which I thought was like a magical power in the first one. I only realized it was a kind of an exoskeleton.
Yeah, it's
floaty thing.
Exactly. He said that. Me too, as well. I thought he was some sort of, because, well, it is sci-fi and it is anything is possible. But no, it turns out this guy's just been he's just been maintained.
It's just a futuristic off-world version of a Walmart mobility scooter. But set in the future.
If anything, we devolved when it came to dealing with the people in need.
So we still get fat. Okay, not great.
And we no longer use wheels; we use copious amounts of oil.
Copious amounts of oil, and you've got this thing just injected into your spine, and it carries you around by the spine. Ouch! Give me the mobility scooter, please. Yeah. Which would force everyone to, think more about your ramp access, everybody.
Exactly.
That's why I'm so tired now this morning and can possibly only talk about June. June. Because nothing else is in my mind. Did I dream last night? I don't think so. Not that I can remember anyway. But remember, dreams are shit anyway, aren't they? I mean, they're always rubbish. Like, they're terrible.
Not been maintaining them a lot. I'm back waking up now. Since this is a morning, we might as well get our nighttime ailments out of the way. I am waking up in the middle of the night again. Back like, but it's like the three. You ever get into those cycles of like a 3:30 a.m. piss, where you're just like, this is it now. I cannot get out of this rhythm, no matter how much I try to redirect the water flow.
No, I have to. I said yes initially, but now I said no. It hasn't been like a rhythm like that. It's only happened to me once or twice. So it doesn't normally happen.
No, sometimes. Now it's satisfying sometimes because you wake up and it's like, need a piss. But at the same time, once I get up, I can go back and there's still 3 hours left of this night. So this feels.
Well, that's okay if you go back to sleep. That's fine.
Well, I'm generally. I don't struggle with that kind of behavior. Do you struggle to sleep?
Behavior. You make it sound like a foot fetish. I don't struggle with that anymore.
I like to get up in the middle of the night, take a piss, and go back to bed. You down?
It's the best time to look at people's feet when they're sleeping.
You're interested in what I got? Do you do anything? No, I just get up, take a piss, and go back to bed. What you think?
It's my fetish.
It's my fetish.
This is a
sex club, sir. Everyone here is having sex, and it's come. Yeah. I get up in the middle of the night and I take a piss and go back to bed.
Well, while you guys are having sex, I'm going to sleep. But after you've had sex, I'll wake up and I'll go for a piss and I'll come back and I'll fall asleep. And that's my thing. Don't judge me.
You can't handle it, then get out of here. This isn't your kind of party, and I get that. Some people ain't comfortable with what I got. This is what I got.
So but really check yourself in your, because you've got a lot of hang-ups judging me.
No, my nighttime has been fine, and morning and coffee making. Busy Sunday ahead though. I am putting you under a lot of pressure. Busy weekend, busy weekends, I guess, because we've had parents-in-law over for not last weekend, but the weekend before, and now this weekend as well. So
yes,
it's always a bit hectic. And today is as soon as we drop tools here, I'll be off to a basketball game. It was my second basketball game of the weekend. We were battling it out on Friday night. Actually, in a really nice. I do love these little mini stadiums that they have in Berlin. So our under-16 team, who by the way, under-16 kids. Well, it's an under-16 boys game. Under-16s look like absolute animals at the moment, or at least I guess these are the these would be like the Tigers currently are in a tournament which would be the equivalent of. Sorry,
well, it's funny that you call them animals, and then they're tigers. The team name is
Sorry,
Tigers.
I didn't mean to link them so poetically there, but
Well, do you remember? No, sorry, go on. Sorry,
no, go on.
No, Paddy O'Shea, the Kerry footballer, got into a lot of trouble for calling Kerry fans animals once. Do you remember that?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, he called Kerry fans. He was manager, I think, at the time. He had been a player, and then he got into a spot of bother for like I think Kerry had done quite well, maybe and now he said it. He didn't say it in the way you might take it up incorrectly, like is that they're animals. No, I think he kind of said it in a way, more of a way of like they're mad. As in they're fanatic. That kind of he meant it that kind of way, I think. But it was really it made a lot of hay out of that one. So he got in trouble. So watch yourself.
God, so funny.
You were calling 16-year-old boys animals.
Well, and everyone in the stand was a tiger. Was an animal as well.
All tigers.
There was just nothing but tigers.
Sure, didn't go to a zoo. That's all I can think of for that
basketball
joke.
game is terrible. Like they're not doing anything.
They're doing fuck all, bouncing.
No.
Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Game of Friday night. No, there's nothing really. Just kind of my basketball. I'm bookending my weekends with basketball. Well, I'm not actually. I'm the final chapter will be a gig, which I could tell you about in a second. But yeah, we were at the under 16, basically the equivalent of Ireland's like All Ireland Championship. Our club made it into the like.
Wow.
The Munster Championship of basketball, and they were playing against a team called Oldenburg, and Jesus, these guys like it's under 16, but they can dunk. Like at least 2 or 3 of them could dunk, which is just insane. Like,
are they all white?
The Oldenburg were
the dunkers. I mean, the people who.
The dunkers. Yeah. Oldenburg. Yeah. They were sort of big, and arms like tanks. One of them. I know. You can be 16 and have a tattoo, but like when you see a guy with his tattoo on his legs and he's under 16, I'm like, whoa, this is other level kind of. I don't know why a tattoo kind of.
That movie, White Men Can't Jump. Can't or was it dunk? It was
jump. These it's white men can't jump. Yeah, not dunk. Okay. And then like one of them had like Pauline said to me at one stage is like, have you ever seen anyone that had that could equal you in the legs department? And she didn't say it exactly like that, but honestly, there was one of these 16-year-olds, and I looked at it and I looked at him. I was like, is that what I look like? Because his legs were just busting out of his shorts, like. How he was able to move, like run on a basketball court without the legs like banging off each other, and there he was, just up and down like a fucking elephant.
You felt threatened. You felt threatened.
I did. Well, I started rolling my legs up. No, my legs up, my throat. No, I didn't. This is an under 16 game. You got to be careful. Gonna show you.
Felt threatened.
That's also something that I got into at one stage, because we're home, we're losing 1-0 in the series, so it's a best of 3 series. We lost the first game. Like we're not favorites at all, as well. Like we're very much we're very much the Mighty Ducks, except we didn't win the tournament this year. But we're the Mighty Ducks, but we didn't.
Everything's animals. It's all animal analogies. We're the Ducks, but we're tigers.
Well, actually, that's funny though, because like just before we went on this clip, I was trying to download sounds of geese. I went to like a free sound effects website. I was like, I gotta find just all in here is one clip, and that's of geese, because it would have
definitely not viruses that I'm downloading.
I was moving a little fast for my own liking. I was like, do you want to sign up? Sign up with Google. Yes, go in, get in there. Whatever this shit is, I'm signing up with. But I've got one of those accounts that I don't care about. That it's like it's my sign-in account to everything. So it's all good,
including this podcast.
And I was looking up for signs of geese because there was a kid behind us, like not only watching a young 16-year-old team play they're 16, they can't be any younger, they are 16, 15, 16-year-olds playing. I'm also surrounded for the first time by like hordes of 16-year-olds, because obviously their friends are coming to this, and because it's kind of the equivalent of it, it's a big deal, but it's also their social event, so you're surrounded by just this testosterone filled stadium. It's not filled. It's about, I'd say we were about 500 people in total, which is quite big for a kind of a little mini kind of indoor stadium. And just hearing the sounds. One guy behind us, like he would be saying "come on," like "come on," but he would be doing it like this. And I'm going to move the microphone away a little bit from it. And like honestly, like we were, and I think Pauline reckons he wasn't doing it on purpose, and it was just like, puberty and the voice breaking mixed in with trying to shout, and that whole kind of you go for it, but the voice breaks and falls flat, and it sounds a bit like a goose. But I reckoned he was doing it on purpose, because at some point you have to realize this is happening in your voice, but this sound is funny, so I've got to own this sound rather than being laughed at for the sound. It's like the person that snorts when they get into a fit of laughing. It's like they kind of have to own it, but getting embarrassed by it is going to destroy your life. And we both know people who sometimes succumb to the snort.
Oh, do we? I don't know.
Oh yeah, but I definitely know one.
Name and shame.
I would say she's on the she has been on the podcast in the back.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
she's not. She's not. I wouldn't say she's a snorter. All right, I'm not going to label her as a snorter, but prone to snort.
Don't burden her with that.
No, but over, and she would open it. But when it happens, she doubles down on the laughter, because now she sees the funny side of what she's just done.
I get it. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So so there was just being surrounded by 16-year-olds, witnessing what 16-year-olds look like is just like frightening, because like, you're looking at your own 10 and 7-year-old there, and it's like, what would you be like in 6 years if you stay at this?
How am I going to feed you?
Yeah, that's the other thing as well, just pasta. And so that was one reason I was looking for the geese thing, and then the other thing is because I'm going to a band called Geese tonight, which is another reason why I need to kind of squeeze this in, because I've got a basketball match straight after this for my son. Then it's hightail it back here, get changed, and then head back out again for a gig.
Good God,
an American rock band called Geese, not to be confused with Goose, different band.
More of them, obviously.
Or the Belgian band Goose. Two Gooses out there, an American and a Belgian band. But it seems like they've
but if they were to combine,
oh God,
they would become geese.
Now I can't tell you much about them apart from they're American and from New York. And I've tried to listen to them a little bit, but I think I am going in there kind of to a concert. One of those concerts where I'm just going to be able to enjoy the performance, not waiting for a song. I sometimes wonder, is it a better way to go? Where like you're not kind of like, I hope they play that song, or I love that song, and then, but going, I don't know any of these songs, so they all don't matter to me, but they also
matter equally.
They all matter equally.
I once saw a goose. Maybe it was a swan actually. It's still relevant. Quite similar.
We're in.
I saw a swan try to fly on one wing, and predictably, due to the laws of aerodynamics, it did not work.
It's spiraling,
proving the old adage,
the corkscrew effect. What kind of
because their legs came into play as well, because they're trying to take off from.
Listen to just listen to this.
Shaking
table. No, just
okay. Yeah, they're not going to pick it up, but I'm seeing the results on the camera for sure. Yeah.
Where do I narrow in for this sound? You're seeing the results. What do you mean is in you? All you're seeing is my arm going. Anyway, it sounds very much like a goose. Sorry, I'm fixated on goose sounds. I got to get download this now. All right.
So you downloaded that file for nothing.
Are you listening? Are you listening to the? I just realized that now that I can just make these sounds with all the things around me. Right. You ready? Here we go. Oh shit!
Camera's gone.
Oh fuck! All right, no, forget that. All right, I'm out. Anyway, geese. I'm going to see geese tonight, and that's why I'm rushing our pod a little bit tonight. So I apologize for getting up so early in the morning.
Well, like I said, I was just about the swan thing. That it was kind of awkward because I was behind them in the water. I was in a kayak and I was on a canal, so it was a really hemmed in bit of water. It wasn't like a wide lake where you could just go here, there, everywhere. And but the swan was with other swans, but it was like missing a wing. It had got its wing damaged, and it was trying to take off. So they do, the way that they do a little run on the water and they kind of flap, and then they take off.
Hilarious.
This poor thing, it just and at first you're kind of captivated by it. You're kind of going, this is really interesting to see. You don't normally get. You have to be careful with swans because it can be aggressive, as far as I know. That's what I was always told.
Again, just to I see a lot of people feeding swans and getting up and close personal with swans here.
Okay.
So I feel like Rummy or my old headmaster used to talk about the power of a swan can break your neck. I'm sure you are.
Break your neck.
Break your neck. But I think maybe he was getting confused that they attack with their neck. And that's the danger, that they'll swack the guys. I think that's what they do, isn't it? They swing their neck around and wallop you with it.
I don't know. I don't know about that. You're thinking they use their own heads as a kind of a slingshot, kind of they're turning their whthis body into a trebuchet kind of a thing, where they launch their heads at you.
But isn't that how giraffes kind of do it as well?
I don't know. This is part of the danger, is that you don't know what form the attack from a swan is going to come in.
Just is it going to be pulling out a 9?
Pulling out a Tech 9, and they're going to spray you, or an Uzi, just riddle you with bullets.
All right, so I need to do a real-time fact check there. And so swans fight aggressively to defend their territory, using their strong wings to batter rivals, biting with their beaks, and in severe cases, attempting to drown opponents.
Nothing about the violent flying headbutt.
But I tell you what, just looking at their necks, that looks like powerful. I feel like they could do a lot of damage. I think there's some swans need to kind of take it to the next level.
Yeah, thank God I haven't tapped into that. That there's not some guy with some swan with the what do you call those places where people work out?
Gyms.
No, not workout, but like dojo. Someone with a dojo, and he's teaching them all how to maximize their martial artistic potential. Anyway, so you have to be careful of swans. Look, we can all agree you have to be careful of swans. The thing I find weird about that now is it's in their territory. I always struggle with this. Like, how do I know if I'm in their territory? Maybe they should think they're in my territory. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, I was in this kayak and I was going behind the swan, and it was trying to take off, and I couldn't take off. But I reached a point where I was like, I initially was like, God, I felt so sorry for the swan. But it went on for so long because you're in a canal. You know, canals just go, and it wouldn't get out of the fucking water. I was like, dude, it's not working out for you. Like, it's not working out for you. You're not that guy anymore. You're missing a wing. You have to build another life for yourself now. And I started feeling more aggressive towards the swan. I was like, I just need to get past this guy.
You'd lost it. You'd given him every opportunity. I understand that, man. I had this same.
There's no social program for the swan. I would have paid into the social program for the swan owing if there was one, but there wasn't one.
I only yesterday was trying to come up with would this land in German?
Okay.
And again, it's nothing. Sorry, just to not to hijack, but like I was trying to come up with the German phrase: "An asshole in a wheelchair is still an asshole." So trying to get that point across, because there was a guy in a wheelchair that was going across the oak, and he did something really just rude, because he was in the wheelchair, he just kind of blasted through everyone. And in my head, I was like, what would I say to someone and I'd have to translate. So it would probably come off as just something like, I don't know. I'm not even going to attempt it, because in case anyone that I know is listening and speaks better German.
A wheelchair asshole is asshole wheelchair.
Put an ass in my wheelchair. Put a wheelchair in my ass. Put that wheelchair in my
ass. My hole. You, me. Just getting all the tenses and all the genders wrong.
There's a hole in my ass. You?
Still. Chair wheel?
That's why we don't learn German, everyone, because for fear of these situations. I find myself. I did tell you about last week when I was trying to buy Beatles.
We'll ask my hole still.
So anyway, I just by the time I had even come to put a sentence together, he was like, he had wheeled on down the road.
He was light years away. That's how fucking slow our other language abilities are.
I'd have to look really, really aggressive by running after the guy with the wheelchair to make my point. And then other people would just look at me going like, ass wheelchair, hold me, you.
That guy ran 2 miles to shout that in that guy's face. What the hell is going on?
Anyway, sorry. So once again, did you get past this swan?
I can't remember how it ended, but I do remember, the swan trying to fly on one wing, and it being all sad at first, and then being kind of annoying, and that was it. That was it. No, you hadn't hijacked anything. That was the kind of end of my musings about birds not being able to fly on one wing. That was it. But yeah, it's, swans. So the guy, he sounded kind of like a swan. The guy cheering behind it, cheering for the basketball
the young
players with big
15,
legs.
16-year-old, yeah, and their whole at the beginning I found them entertaining, but towards the end I was just getting kind of just relentless.
Their energy.
It did remind me of it reminded me more of my younger brother being a 16-year-old, and just the kind of because I can remember like they went through a patch of just like making. I think I talked about this before, where they would make the sound wah, 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 wah. Just like this sound would reverberate around a room because like one of them did it, and it had no meaning or sense, but it irritated adults, especially when it caught a wave, kind of like the 6-7 thing, kind of like was up, I guess. Like, it was just something that they had all tapped into and they were all doing, and they knew that it somehow got on people's nerves after a while, and it would cause a domino reaction of someone going wah, 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 wah. And anyway, that was my brother's situation. This is kind of what it was like in the basketball court, just with kind of some of their mannerisms, or this come on. They also have funny little bro is off the chart right now. I know I've talked about this a lot, but bro is just everywhere. Bro. Really
they're
love
maxing the bro.
Maxing the bro, and But anyway, so that's my weekend. Geese started with geese, will end with geese, and a lot of basketball in between.
The Geese. How did you come across that band, the Geese? Or it's not the Geese, just Geese.
It's just Geese. I'll be honest with you, I didn't come across them. My lovely wife did, and I have listened to them. I've listened to them without kind of just listen to them as a background album. It's like I don't know at what point you listen to something and you go, oh my god, I don't think I've heard anything in a long time. Well, apart from Lankham, actually, I do love listening to that album with that song, When the Young People Dance, They Will Not Dance Forever. You know that song?
No, I don't know that song.
Oh my god, you should look it up after this. I can't remember. I think it's called The Young People. Very sad start to it, but it's kind of a sad song, but just a beautiful chorus. So I think that's the only real album that's kind of stuck in my head. I don't know what it will take for a band like Geese to really penetrate and go like, I love them now.
Yeah,
or will it ever happen?
Sometimes the live performance does really get me into, and actually the last band, I think that there's the band that I'm looking forward to an album coming out now, other than let's say people that we know, is Tau and the Drones. Well, I don't think they're called Tau and the Drones of Praise anymore. They have an album coming out this year as well, so I'm really looking forward to that because they're a band that I really got into. I think I got into them because what required that was meeting the person, and then the music was unbelievably good. That was my to kind of really maybe trying to put more effort into.
How do you stay? Do you look at Instagram to stay up to date with like there's an album coming out? So how do you know that? Substack.
Insta. No, I wish I could say it was Substack, which is where the home of our podcast that you're listening to right now is. So you can subscribe on Substack to really help the podcast if you want to, everybody. But you can also catch us on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts, and watch us on YouTube, where you can see my baggy, fat, kebab-laden eyes. And
my tiger jumper.
And is it a jumper or hoodie?
Oh, hoodie, sorry, yes. Hoodie.
Oh, it's really cool. There's a big tiger head net. I love it.
Yeah. It's a strong emblem for a club. It beats the I'd say it beats the old 3-leaf clover that Burskane had, or whatever we had. Did we have the water tower in Burskane? Can't remember what our emblem is. Is that bad? Do you know what Shannon Rovers?
Tower?
You know what Shannon Rovers' emblem is?
God, I should know that, but I don't.
Well, at least we're both.
The water tower is a weird one. No?
I think the water tower is more of an emblem than any kind of 3-leaf clover.
No, but I mean, like, it doesn't harken back far enough, I would say.
The original water tower, maybe?
Like from
the one up on
Viking
top
days. Was there another tower before the one
That's
I'm
true.
thinking of?
There is two water towers in Burskane. There's the old one, which is beside where the primary school is,
Oh
which doesn't.
yes, the square one.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the one that I have an image of an emblem. But again, I think, yeah, if I had to fucking go on about it, I guess what would have been the absolute
Like
and
the
should
mill.
still be is the fucking mill. Yeah, the
Yeah.
mill should be the emblem of Burskane now, especially since it's no longer there. God rest the mill and its soul. But yeah,
I don't know what ours is, and I'm going to get text after this now. I'm going to be given out to for not knowing what the emblem of Shannon Rovers GA club is, but I'm afraid I can't remember what it is. I never spent any time looking at the crest.
I feel
so
like it's a stone. I feel like it's a big rock, like a rock of Cashel, but it's not a rock
stone.
of Cashel.
I
Yeah,
don't
some
think it's a
sort.
stone. Maybe it's something that's made out of stones.
The holy stone of
The holy stone of Shannon Rovers. No, just back to the water tower. And this isn't a diss now. I don't want this to come across as a diss, but it's like, because you're the first place that I knew to have you're the only place I knew to have a water tower. It was such a kind of a curiosity growing up at the water tower.
Did you go up to it?
No, actually, so obviously I wasn't that curious. But like, you'd see it from afar, and it was such a mysterious looking, odd shaped building. Obviously, from an engineering perspective, highly functional. But it looked so strange because it was so at odds with all the landscape. It was the only odd looking, out of place thing in the whole North Tipperary landscape that I was familiar with. And yeah, which makes it sound even weirder that I didn't go up close to it and have a look.
Well, to be fairness, like I lived like not 400 meters away from it, and I don't think I've ever gone up and over it.
Be very hard to go up over it, though. I mean, it's shaped so strangely. It'd be very hard to go up over it. No? Yeah. So, but
think
like,
about it for yourself, there, Ed. I'm just gonna dip out here to a little visitor here that I have to. I'm not going to. I'm going to the little water tower.
Oh, the water.
No,
okay,
I'm
yeah.
not.
No, it's kind of, from what I remember, it's just got a kind of like a tall shape in the middle, and then it's got like a thing that comes out at the sides, and then like I said, you just kind of look at this thing from through hedgerows and fields, and you think, God, that's a really weird looking thing. If I'm going to be honest, while Andy's off the air, it's actually quite ugly. Oh, Andy's back. He can hear me now, so I better stop talking about it.
Dude, stop talking. Sorry, I'm also on top of all the high pressure situation. I'm also raising children here alone.
Yeah,
so,
of course. Yeah.
So
you've got to train them how to dunk.
Yeah, well, it's just they won't be able to dunk unless they eat their mushroom soup at 11 o'clock in the morning. So. Because we have a game and I need them to eat while I'm not there. So I heated up mushroom soup, put it in a flask, and told them at 11:15 when the alarm goes off, pour this into a bowl and eat it, and do not disturb me. But seemingly the mushroom soup is not as tasty as was yesterday. So.
You actually forgot you like mushroom soup. Yes, I forgot.
Yeah, Pauline had this reaction as well when it's like, I'm making mushroom soup, and she's like, oh, and I was like, you're not gonna have it? And she's like, I don't like it. I was like, 20 years.
It's horrible.
How am I not registering this? Yeah, but anyways,
it's not nice. It's not nice.
Yeah,
it's grey.
But I don't know. I don't know that it's not the terrible father thing, but I know it's the wrong move. It's like, well, you're not having any of the mango. It's like, this is the cacophony of flavors I have hit my kids with this morning. Also, I had left over mangoes, or we had mangoes from last week that nobody ate. So I was like, so I made mango lassies, which is like
mushroom soup.
Coconut yogurt mixed with mangoes, mixed with almond milk. And it's like, well, you can have that after you eat the fucking mushroom soup. It's like, and then if you don't eat the mushroom soup, you're not having that. So I'm like, my poor little son, I could see his broken eyes. He's not, but like, I could see him going like, oh, the penance of this mushroom soup. But anyways, I hope let's see how they do. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Look, they're not going to. That'll build both physical strength and mental endurance to get through that mushroom soup.
And if the only thing you're going to therapists in your future is about the mushroom soup that your father made you eat when you were 7 years old, then
you had a good life.
Yeah, and that therapist is delighted as well because they've got a handy gig. Yeah. Mushroom soup, therapist. Yeah. Piece of shit. I did really like, anyway, no, not going to. So that's my weekend plans.
I went to a therapist once as well, actually, and it was was instantly awkward because, which is not what you want in a therapy situation. So I went to no, don't go too mad now, right now, because what was is I was wearing a work jumper for the place where I worked, and it turned out that he had kind of changed disciplines, but he used to work there, which meant he knew people that I would know. So it meant then that I couldn't, so obviously I had to stop that. You know what I mean? Because you're talking about things you want to get stuff off your chest.
Yeah. At least he said.
But he had to. He was a very good. I went to him for like a few sessions because I kind of felt bad. It's not good where I feel like I'm the emotional support for my therapist. So I did feel like I gotta give this guy a few bob.
That's weird that you're not, because myself and Eric had that exact chat today or Thursday. We were supposed to go to a Thursday night. It was called Hotbox Comedy, where it's where you can
hotboxing is a thing.
Hotboxing is like people like when you're smoking weed or marijuana, and then they close all the doors and windows. And
I was getting confused. I thought it was where you fart and then you shove someone's head.
I guess it can all be referred to as hotboxing. It just depends on what you're hotboxing. But I guess the main thing would be...
It's not like you're Eminem rapping. It can all be referred to hotboxing, but you can't put on hotboxing. Sorry, Andy. I keep cutting you off. Go on.
Anyway, we ended up not going and going visiting a friend instead, because we were like, it was too far away. We kind of know this is going to be probably terrible comedy. If not improv,
stand up or
what do you call it? Open mic comedy. It's going to be probably just 90% watching someone struggle, and that's the entertainment, I guess. But when they've lost the will to care as well, because they're kind of been softened by by Mary Jane's soft touch, they
you lost me there now.
It might be worse. It's all right. Mary Jane, the I don't know where the name comes from. Mary Jane is like what they call weed, marijuana.
Oh,
isn't it? Oh, yes, it is. God, what am I? Yes, it is, but I don't know why. Again, another research thing for me. Anyway, we didn't go, but I did talk about like when we were trying to get down there. Man, I keep fucking hijacking every story that you said. I've done that thing where I've had. I have the exact same one.
No, do you know Johnny Two Shits kind of a situation?
Johnny Two Shits. 3 shits actually.
It was a long waking session last night. I was up from 3 to 5.
Anyway, it's not even that interesting. But I was talking about wanting to get down there at 8, and then he was running late, so it meant we weren't going to be down there till about 8:45.
Oh,
which we did not have a wedding situation where we were kind of discussing how late we were. I was kind of not too bothered about it, but I did tell him I didn't want to go down there anymore, because if I get down there at 8:45 and I'm not enjoying it, I will feel too guilty about leaving early. Whereas if I was there at bang on 8 and for 20 minutes I was there at 10, and he kind of looked at me and just this didn't compute, and it was like, what do you care? Like what? Why do you live in a city if nothing else but anonymity and nobody gives a shit who you are? But I think there's just something built into there is 100% built into a lot of Irish psyche that does not that makes us feel the guilt that we think is whatever. You know what I'm getting at here.
We're keenly aware of the mood in a room. I think we're really, and how individuals affect it. I think I think we pick up. We're uber sensitive,
empathetic. I think would be the positive. We start to empathize with how that person on stage will feel by watching me leave.
Yeah, but also
we feel bad.
But the thing is, we've been on stage and we've watched people leave, so we also know it does have an effect.
It does. Every single person that leaves kills us a little bit more inside,
and we never recover. So never leave a gig if we ever play one again together.
Are you actually playing coming up to the 17th, 2 days from now? Have you arranged to meet or play any music?
I said no, but I'm actually going to a session tonight in Bird Hill. No,
you're going down to the beginners trad session.
Yeah, I'm going to play the banjo. And any luck getting me a banjo over there, by the way?
No. I meant to get back to you and say Klein Anzaga. I went on Klein Anzaga a little bit.
No. Okay. I'm not looking for you to do that.
No, but But sure, if I'm sitting there with my but that was where my link redirected me to, and
Okay.
then when I got on there, then yeah, there's little banjos and Thoman that are pretty new, and then I don't know what you're looking for, but
Yeah.
I'll happily house it and test it for you.
No, it's fine. I thought you had a contact. The way you were talking to me last time. Anyway,
I have a contact who has a banjo, but that was the length of my banjo contacts went. Okay. I know someone who has a banjo.
Is it
after
me?
that? After I was going to say after that, it's you
because that one helped.
You're my second contact.
Okay, you know two people with a banjo. Anyway, sugar. I can't remember how I got onto that. What was the reason I said all that, Andrew?
We were talking about our Irish ways.
I'm playing.
Oh yeah, you're playing
tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm playing the banjo tonight. And,
is that a public event?
It is a public event. Yeah, there does be good for people at it. Well, I was only at one before this, but there's another one on tonight. But it'll be in the past. If you're listening to this podcast, it's already happened. I'm afraid. So tough shit.
Okay.
But it's a nice session. It's a nice session for any aspiring musicians because it's really a beginner session, like really, really in the truest sense of the word, beginner. So don't be shy. It's a place where people can come and they know a really simple little tune and they want to work up the experience of playing in front of people and work up, because your fingers turn to jelly. They really do when you're playing in front of people and the spotlight's on you. You have to play this really intricate. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. That's not true.
My fingers will turn to jelly. That's who I am.
That's not true.
Old jelly fingers.
I don't know. The way we all throw out these phrases. Don't think about it.
But I can understand that too. I get the jelly fingers thing. So it's sweaty, especially fingers more than that else. I think more than jelly fingers.
They go all clumpy. They go all like I can't move them because of nerves, and you can't move the fingers as well as you should be able to move them if you're playing in your kitchen. But yeah, so that's on tonight. So that's something to look forward to, and I'm going there with a friend of ours. Yeah. Just in case he needs an alibi, I'm not going to mention who it is just because I haven't asked his permission. That's it. I don't think it's a big deal, but just in case.
No worries.
But he's a good friend and we love him very much. But yeah, I see all the birds are back. It's March and I'm just looking out the window there. I can see all the birds are back now. Back on the wire.
The crows were building a little earlier than normal this year, is what I've been told from my crow experts down in Tumbercan. The building began early this year, which is a sure sign the seasons are fucked. When the crows can't figure out their time.
I said I could see by the look of these birds on the wire. They're going, what the fuck have you done to the place, lads? The place is in shit. It's in shit, and they're right. They're right because it's been so messed up the weather. Right, I had like 20 minutes. Last weekend, so I went on shift, and when I'm on shift, I don't really get much done, especially these months because it's dark when I go to work. It's dark when I get back, so I don't really do much outside or anything like that. But I had like a 20-minute window where it wasn't raining; it was kind of dry, and so I cut the hedge off I trimmed back one of the hedges, and then I left it there, and now it's still there a week later, and now I have to go out and it looks crap now, and the birds are looking out and going, you lazy fucker, you wouldn't even pick up the branches. You wouldn't even pick up the branches after yourself, you lazy. And now I can't really cut the hedges now if they're back building nests in them, you see. Because I wanted to beat this moment now where they come back, because you're not really supposed to be cutting hedges
during the spring.
Between March and September.
I don't know anything about it. Sorry.
Do you not?
Nothing
about
familiar.
Hedges?
I've got a tiny hedge on our balcony that I sometimes trim, but I kind of like it growing long. But it's not. There's nobody nesting in my hedge.
That sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it? That sounds like it could be used as a euphemism. No one nesting in my hedge.
You're welcome to nest in my hedge whenever you want. You know what I mean?
Several people have nested in my hedge. There are several nesting there now. No, when you say people, it fucks up the whole thing. People don't nest. We should.
I wouldn't mind a few birds nesting in my hedge, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Do you know what I mean?
Come here.
Please sleep with me.
It's like that awkward moment. Like, now, then you go in for the shift. If you can,
You're in an elevator.
if you can't see if you're not watching us on YouTube, then I'm slowly moving towards the camera, showing you what would have happened to any unsuspecting lady after I've pulled my moves, said those magical words, and then the slow turn, the face turns and walks away, and I'm still there, right? Anyways, Heart is a lonely hunter.
The power of the word, the power of the spoken word.
Come here. I have
Never
two things.
underestimate it.
A little bit because I'm going to say we have got 10 minutes left because I probably
Okay.
do have to get my kid to thing online. I have two
Eat that
things.
mushroom soup.
Exactly. Last week you asked me what books I was reading. I was felt really shit because I forget all the books that I'm reading. Like, even though I'm really enjoying them, and it's not like these people need plugging, but the book I was reading was "The Heart is a Lonely Hunter," which I threw in there a few seconds ago, which was by a person called Carson McCullers. I'm not getting into the books because I want to start talking about all the books I'm reading, but that was the book last week, and I really loved it. I told you I was kind of reading these books that are set in the past, and this book was written in the 1940s, and I just kind of I do love those kind of books because it reminded me of Burst Kane actually a lot. This book, because it was just about these kind of, like, there's a deaf guy, there's an alcoholic, there is a doctor who is black and kind of fighting for black rights. There's an orphan kid, so it's just a load, like, kind of not dysfunctional, but just kind of people just kind of struggling kind of in different areas of their life.
Are they friends? That is the deaf guy.
Their one
the
true
alcoholic.
friend is the one true friend is the deaf guy, because he doesn't talk. So he's the kind of anchor for the entire book, where like everyone comes to him and talks, and because he never responds back, and he just has a drink and he listens to them, and he loves company as well. So that's the whole story, is him kind of all these different people coming and talking to him and letting out their kind of stresses and frustrations of life with him, and they think he's fantastic, but nobody knows. Like, some people believe he's like a Jew, some people believe he's a very rich heir to some sort of factory, some people believe he's a closet Muslim. Like, because he says nothing, everyone starts to, it's kind of, the idea is that like everyone's creating the picture of what they want for him, what they need in life, he is, and everyone says he is. Anyway, so really excellent book. And then the book I'm reading right now, which I told you I'm really enjoying, and the reason I want is because I have to read a section to it for you before we go, because like, it's called "A Life Before Us." It was bought for me. These books are done well. Actually, the last one I did by myself, but this one was given to me as a present, and just
A
close
gift,
the
eh?
door a little bit there. I really love this book. Again, I think I talked about it a little bit because it's set in like Paris, with this old Jewish lady again who escaped the Nazis in World War II. It was written in 1976, but she escaped the Nazis in World War II. She lives in Paris now. She was a prostitute herself. Now she runs kind of a house for the children of prostitutes. Because if you were, was I telling you this last week, that if you get caught with a prostitute, so you lose the right to your child. So people would often drop things off on you. But she's severely overweight and she's dying. But anyway, and this little kid called Momo he takes care of her, loves her to pieces. He was dropped off. I know that, dude. Thank you. Close the door.
All the mushroom soup. They actually want more mushroom soup. They're coming in now. They just can't get enough of the mushroom soup. They're like, where can we get more of that mushroom soup, Daddy? That's what they want.
Anyway, so I told you I was reading this book, and I love it to pieces. But there's a moment in a book. Oh man, am I not going to be able to find this? Oh no.
Big, good setup though. Very good setup for a moment where you can't find the part of the book. I think that would be really good.
I've got it.
Oh,
okay. So anyway, so this kid Momo keeps going back to I don't think I'm ruining any book for anyone, but this is just a breakthrough moment in this book where I'm like, I love all these characters. Old lady who's been taking care of him can't come down the stairs anymore. She's too overweight. Momo often out just doing his own thing, really funny and sarcastic character, kind of like says things and I'm kind of wondering, is he being a bit of a prick, or is he being funny? And most of the times I think he's just being funny, and his thought process is in the book. But he goes back to a lady, her name is Madame Rosa, and says to her, like, hey, are you okay? And she's like, I'm going to die, Momo, I'm going to die. She's kind of got this kind of thing of like, everyone's after me, every time the door knocks, she's scared because she thinks it might be the Nazis. She's starting to go senile a little bit. But then she asks Momo in this one moment, she's like, "What will you do without me, Momo?" "I won't do anything at all. And besides, you're still here. You're a pretty little boy, Momo, and that's dangerous. Be very careful, Momo. Promise me you won't pedal your ass." "I promise." "Swear it." "I swear, Madame Rose. You can set your mind at rest. Momo, remember that a man's ass is his most sacred possession. That's where he keeps his honor. Don't let anybody touch your ass, even for good pay. Even if I die and your ass is all you've got left in the world, don't weaken. I know it's a woman's work, Madame Rosa. A man has his dignity to think of. We stayed like that for an hour, hand in hand, and it took away some of her fear." I just thought it was great. Your ass is the most sacred possession. A man's ass is the most sacred possession he can have. Even if I die, your ass is all you've got left in the world. Don't weaken. And I just really enjoyed that. And,
wow.
Tony. Yeah.
It's really hard to tell from that little snippet because you've really hit me with a kind of a 1-2 punch of like contradiction there. Because on the one hand, it's the plot that you described is seriously morose, like seriously like down, depressing. Just you've read an objectively funny passage. It's like I know Monty Python is overused, but it's kind of like that. It's like a slapstick kind of as if they wrote a completely normal thing and then just substitute with one word and put in ass instead.
Absolutely, but I think that's why I'm enjoying it so much.
Can you just read that back, but instead, if you can find it, but just substitute the word like soul or heart or
okay.
for ass.
So a man's honor, maybe.
No, because they say honor in it,
okay.
So you can't use that one.
So why do you want me to substitute with it?
Try like soul or something.
So,
you know what I mean?
Momo, remember that man's soul is his most sacred possession. That's where he keeps his honor. Don't let anybody touch your soul, even for good pay. Even if they see it doesn't work with touching your soul, but it does. I guess. Even if I die and your soul is all you've got left in the world, don't weaken.
Or your heart.
I also like the way Momo throws in, "I know it's a woman's work, Madame Rosa. A man has his dignity to think of." And I swear, like, this kid is full of these, like, he's taking the piss all the time. Like, he also finds out he's 14 when he finds out he's 14 when he thought he was 10 the whole time, but now he's actually, because his father comes back.
It's older.
It's really an excellent book, and I can't recommend it enough because it's just full of just like sarky, funny comments like that.
Yeah. I do feel like they wrote a normal section and they're like, it's missing something. Let's substitute the word soul for ass.
Interestingly enough,
that works.
It was banned in Iran twice, and I couldn't get into why. I guess it's kind of anything kind of in a lot of the strictly Muslim countries, anything to do with the ass is a sacred. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of homosexuality or even the idea of homosexuality in. I would imagine they're very strict. I haven't been in a very strict countries. I just know I lived in the UAE where I think I said this to you before. I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time, and a huge chunk of Pulp Fiction was removed when I saw it the first time. So the second time was quite the eye-opening experience especially when you're not expecting. When you think Pulp Fiction is a good movie without all the sodomy. When you think
there's one scene of sodomy.
Well, it was it was a good movie without the sodomy as well. It's not like the sodomy did it for me, and I was like, just like, well, this was good before, but now
it's Oscar worthy. Guys, butt fucking performance he should have got the nod for that.
Anyways, listen, man, I do have to break free of and do a runner. So I'm going to cut this unless you want to keep going, which means I can mute myself and you can go on a little monologue there for the next 5 minutes.
And how would we end the podcast, Andrew?
I'll put my stuff together and then you can. I'll turn it off. I'll set a timer for 5 minutes if you want just 5 minutes by yourself.
No, I don't think I'll do that.
Cool. I will let you know how geese went next week, and looking forward to hearing the session. I guess it's a start. It's a beginner's thing, so you're not going to take too many. Mind if I record all of this, lads?
Guys,
can I share your names there as well? Can you all just sign in on this list here for me, please? And I'm gonna make.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
won't
make
be doing that.
you become this like manager or what do they call them? Person that you become agent.
Hmm.
Just going around. I'll make you big. I'm gonna make you big. I'm gonna make you a star. It's like,
Like an
85-year-old woman trying to learn
Ike,
the tin
I'll
whistle.
do an Ike Turner on them all. Just,
Yeah.
you just,
Are you going to beat the women? Is that your plan?
I'm just going to beat everyone with my banjo. All right, go on, get out of here. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Andy.
Until
Go
next
Tigers.
season. Until next week, next season. Bye bye. I love you all. Have a nice Monday morning for all of you. For us, it's Sunday morning, and the day is still ahead.
Don't sell your asses.
Don't pet your asses. Oh yes.